Hello viewers, my name is Srinivas Chaudhary. I am co-founder of company Alligator Automations. Alligator is an engineering company doing turnkey end-of-line packaging solutions. Let's see today's topic, return on machine investment. Now to understand the concept of return on investment, we take a quick example with the help of an Excel sheet and we will try and understand a simple way of calculating the same. So in this example, we consider three cases where which we can operate our packaging machine. So first operation could be a very manual process where with the help of labor we do our packaging. So we have assumed that we use 10 people per shift to do the operation manually, and if it is a two shift operation we employ about 20 people, and if we are spending 3 lakh per person per year, our yearly expenditure comes to 60 lakhs. Similarly, if we go one level higher on the automation, we save on 6 people per shift and our yearly expenditure comes to 24 lakh rupees. And if we go one stage further, we spend around 12 lakh rupees per year on labor. Now with this example, let's understand the concept of return of investment. So we will understand the process in three simple steps. So the step one is to calculate the cash flow statements for all three different cases. So cash flow statement for a manual setup, we tabulate it in a simple Excel sheet where we define the cash coming in the system and cash flowing out of the system. For the case of example, cash flowing in, first of all, is the labor saving. Then we talk of depreciation. We also look at saving in the packaging material. And we look at electricity, interest cost and maintenance that is moving out of the system. And then we will calculate the total cash flow. We will also tabulate the expenditure, which is the labor expenditure and the total net expenditure. So in year 0, for a manual setup, we don't invest in anything. So we don't invest in any machinery. So hence in year 1, all these are 0 and my labor expenditure is 60 lakhs as we have seen in the case, and hence the total net expenditure is 60 lakh rupees. Now as we go on, we have considered an increment of 10% year on year. So this 60 lakh becomes 66 lakhs at the end of the second year, and so on. So in this fashion, at the end of 15th year, you will be spending around 2.27 crores. Then we look at the cash flow statement and the expenditure for a semi-automatic machine. In a semi-automatic machine, we again tabulate it in a similar fashion. So in year 0, we spend in the capital good, which is the machinery. So we take an example. In this example, we give a number of 1.7 crores for the semi-automatic machine. So hence it saves people, we get labor saving. So as we have seen in the case study, we are spending from 60 lakhs here, we are spending only 24 lakhs in this case. Okay, so we are spending only 24 lakhs here and the labor saving comes to 36 lakhs. The depreciation is 15% of the expenditure in the first year, so it is 25.5 lakhs. We assume a saving in the packaging material of 1 lakh rupees. Spending on electricity is 3 lakh rupees a year. Spending on interest cost on the capex that we have incurred is 13.6 lakhs at the rate of 8%. And we assume a maintenance of 1 lakh a year for the machinery. So hence the total cash flow is around 44 lakhs. So I make an cash flow into the system at 44.9 lakh rupees. And since my labor expenditure is 24 lakhs, my total net expenditure is 15.1 lakh rupees. So this is nothing but summation of all this plus the labor. So this gives me the net expenditure that I am spending year on year. Similarly, I keep tabulating year 2 and then subsequent years for this case of semi-automatic machine. So this is the outflow cash flow statement, and this is the expenditure statement. Okay, we similarly tabulate for the third case, which is the automatic machine. Here we have considered an investment of 2.2 crores, and we get similar statement as we have seen in the above case. So this completes the first step, which is tabulating all the information that we. Now we look at step 2. So in step 2, we will do couple of things. First thing is to calculate the internal rate of return, which is simply called as IRR. So calculating the IRR is very simple. So we simply tabulate the cash flow that we have received on the table here. So these were my cash flows for the semi-automatic machine, and these were the cash flows for the automatic machine. So we are simply tabulating them here, and then at the bottom we simply put a formula saying IRR, and we just simply select the cash flows of all the years. So here we get an IRR of 36%, and similarly we calculate the internal rate of return for a fully automatic machine. So this IRR is a very important analytical calculator which gives you a lot of indications about the kind of investments you should be doing, whether you should be doing this investment or not, and which investment is more attractive. So whichever number is higher, it simply means that the automatic machine is giving me little higher rate of return than a semi-automatic machine. If we have to compare two investments, this is a simple way to compare. Then we have also put the net expenditure here. So for the manual machine, for the semi-automatic machine, and for the automatic machine. So these are the numbers that we have tabulated here on the top. So now we move to our step 3. In step 3, we will understand these tabulated numbers and try to make an analytical conclusion out of this. So firstly, from the IRR, what we understand, see, this IRR is a very important tool to judge or compare investment options. So here if we have two investment options, with the help of an IRR, we can quickly compare these investment options. So the option that gives me the higher rate of return is the better option to be choosing. So what do you understand by this 36% here? Okay, so if I invest 1.7 crores in year 1, and if these are my cash or the returns that I get year on year, the cumulative effective rate of return is about 36%. So in short, this investment is giving me a return of 36% with these kind of cash flows. Similarly, this 37% is nothing but 2.2 crores at these returns is giving me, with these cash flows, is giving me a return of 37%. So this investment gives a return of 37% and this gives a return of 36%. Now you can say, why should I consider 15 years? Now if you simply remove 5 years out of it, you can still calculate your IRR. If you wish to calculate for lower number of years, your internal rate of return drops down a little, right? You can also make a case where you compare this investment for a longer time and this investment for a shorter time. Here it becomes little reverse. So if the longevity of a semi-automatic machine is higher, so this investment is better because it gives you a higher rate of return over a period of time. Now coming to what an return of investment is. So return of investment is nothing but when is my money becoming, when am I getting my money back. So from this table, what you can simply do is, you can simply look at the year at which this internal rate of return becomes 0. So if I knock off 5 years, I get 32, then I keep removing 1 year at a time. Then I look at a number which is close to 0. So in year 4, it is 7%, and in year 3, it is minus 7%. So approximately this investment has a return of investment in 3.5 years. Okay, so this is how I calculate my return of investment. Okay, so in this example, I do the same thing. Okay, so I get around 9% in 4 years and around -5% in 3 years. So this also gives me my money back little below 3.5 years. Okay, so this is a simple way. How do you calculate? This is how you calculate your return on investment. Now we will look at these numbers, which is the net expenditure. So we have seen in manual machines, the expenditure keeps going up year on year. Now in a semi-automatic machine, if you look at the pattern, if you see, this has increased till 24.6 lakhs and then it has started dropping down. Okay. Now if you look at the automatic setup, here if you look at the returns or the net expenditure, here the net expenditure, as you see, keeps increasing till 1.88 crores and you are getting a positive expenditure. That means here you are not spending money. This investment is giving you your money back. So here, if you are investing in a semi-automatic machine, let's assume in year 8, you are still spending 1.16 crores in a manual machine, you are spending 24 lakhs in a semi-automatic machine, and you are earning around 7 lakhs in a fully automatic machine. Okay, we will further evaluate and understand what we have discussed in the form of a quick chart. Right, so you have seen the cash flows for a semi-automatic machine and the automatic machine. So the cash flow in the year 0, you have made an investment, and post that you have positive cash flows year on year. Right, now if you look at this expenditure, net expenditure or the saving, so whatever is positive is saving. So above this 0 line is saving and below this 0 line is expenditure. Now in a manual machine, as we saw, we spend around 60 lakhs in the first year and this keeps increasing year on year. So it becomes around 2.5 crores at the end of 15 years. Now as we have seen in semi-automatic and fully automatic machine, so fully automatic machine starts giving me positive expenditure, which is nothing but savings after at this point in time. Okay, so this is around about 5th year, and this curve, if you see, keeps going down and then moves up. If you further evaluate, this is how it looks for the semi-automatic and fully automatic machine. So in a semi-automatic machine, you spend some money in the first year and this keeps increasing year on year, and at a certain point the curves start picking up and this is tending to 0. So at the 15th year, your net expenditure becomes almost 0. However, for the fully automatic machine, this 0 is much faster. So this 0 comes in the 6th year, and post that it gives you savings.
Thank you all for watching this video. You can download the Excel sheet from the link below. If you like this video, like, share and subscribe to our channel for more interesting videos. With this, me Srinivas signing off with a namaskar.